Green ball.
It would be a pretty remarkable win for Wan Sijun, given how things went for him before the interval, if he were to turn this around and prevail in this decider. Certainly deserves credit for how well he has played since falling 3-1 adrift. 3 decent breaks. A very handy little nudge for John Higgins, but
how is he going to keep this safe as well? Hard to lay up too close to a red. This is a very difficult shot he's trying. He's trying to hit the bottom red.
Foul and a miss. John Higgins 4.
I think he maybe needed to find a different plan. I'm not saying it's easy, but that shot, I mean, he's going to end up leaving a ball if he hits it. In the meantime, John will keep putting it back until he does hit one, but when he does, I still think he leaves a red on. Taking a different route this time. That's a difficult shot to play. That's the glance. It wasn't natural with the right-hand side. John got him in trouble there, and it was a little fortunate of John to have done so.
One.
Now this is turning into a wonderful opportunity now for John. There isn't really too many difficult balls on the table. He's got enough reds in open play anyhow.
Seven.
A game of extreme skill, but you need some luck as well. It was a lucky nudge that left the cue ball behind the brown and put Wan Sijun in a world of trouble. It might just prove to be the decisive moment in this match.
14. 15. 22. 23. Yes, please. 30.
Let's have a look at the key moment. At least it appears that way right now. This nudge on the yellow, leaving the cue ball bang behind the brown.
Yeah, that was certainly a very significant shot. Something, of course, he knew nothing about.
31. $37.
He's got no interest in those two reds on the left of the table. It's everything in the middle of the table wins him the match.
43.
Well, would you believe it?
John Higgins, 43.
So un-Higgins-like. Normally he has a tremendous killer instinct, Higgins, but he's not played well today.
It's not an easy starter. John has covered the three reds to the right corner.
One.
Another test of Juan Sijun's temperament here.
5.
He's withstood quite a lot of disappointments today in this match to get himself within a frame of victory, and now he's been given a surprising opportunity to at least get right back in the frame.
6.
A couple of awkward reds, but at least he has a chance, which looked unlikely just a couple of minutes ago.
Yes, the couple of reds on the left cushion do now come in John's favour, but it doesn't mean that Juan Sijun can't get them into play. Now he just needs to take what's there, get himself into a position where John needs a few of the more difficult balls as well.
10. $17. $18. $25.
Now, big shot here, possibly embodying the black off the bottom cushion to cannon the top red. Try and develop that one, but land on the other one. He's played it quite beautifully, actually. I know he's not got an easy red, but he got the other red into play for this business.
32.
No. Oh, well, goodness me, how has that dropped?
33.
I mean,
It's
look at how
just the lack
soon
of
it's the
pace.
cushion. It's amazing.
It is. Other times, you know, we've seen a couple of blacks down the bottom cushion.
pretty sure Sijun thought he'd missed that red, but it's gone in.
Yeah, of course. Oh, what a shot.
41.
Now, let's see how good he is. He's under a bit here.
Very impressive composure to this point
45.
from Sijun, not just in this frame, but since the interval when he trailed 3-1, and he should have led at least 3-1, if not 4-0. He's not let those disappointments linger. But hang on a minute. Well, would you Adam and Eve that?
Yeah, and it's just a terrible
47.
place to end up as well. Obviously being snookered. You know, if he overhits by more, he's got a shot at the green. I mean, you've got to hit this and just hope, really. You can't know that you're not going to stick it if you hit this one. These could finish anywhere, these balls now. Think he's okay. I can't believe the green passes into the left corner.
Yuan
No,
Sijun,
certainly doesn't.
47.
So what could have been a match-winning break, cut short by a poor positional shot. That's not a good shot from John. John really has lost the edge there. Sijun should get the advantage over the man who's one of the best tactical players we've seen, I think, in John Higgins. Put distance between the two balls, possibly get a snooker. Left a gap.
Thank you.
It's a question of how much of the green Sijun can hit.
Quick look at the scoreboard. Higgins needs the green, the brown and the blue to clinch victory. And what a time to pull out one of his best shots of the match. The crowd enjoyed that one. What about the position? It looks good.
By in some way, the best shot he's hit the whole day. Just a hold for the blue, and the blue is what he'll need. I think he's got to go up and down the table.
Quite
Can you believe it?
There's still matches running.
An ooh and an ah on the other table. Wow, this
John
match.
Higgins, 3.
If you think the twists are going to end, John missing this didn't seem likely. He can drop it in, but that means he's the wrong side of the blue. I don't know how he can get from blue to pink here.
The applause is for Ding Junhui, who's just completed a hard-earned victory.
Well, this shot, I'll tell you, if he could roll this in, you know, and be just one in front, or he could play this at speed. This could go wrong if he plays it with pace. This is a very difficult shot. I can't believe that was the right shot under the circumstances. That was a lunge.
Yuan Sijun,
It was
4.
a very difficult shot. There was an argument there to drop it in and get first safety in. Because that, I mean, he's not finished on the pink anyway. How could he get on the pink?
He's had a bit of a result, really, hasn't he, with the cue ball landing as it has.
That was the wrong shot, I'm afraid.
Well, it's anyone's guess who's going to prevail now. Unpredictable.
reined himself in that time. You feel that John might win a frame like this on the last few balls more times than he would lose it against Jan Sijun. Doesn't mean today's going to be one of those days, but he's got all the experience you need.
Higgins needs the blue and the pink. Wan Sijun will need all three to be sure, because Higgins could still tie the frame with the final black, assuming the Chinese potted blue and pink.
It's not a bad shot. Even if he's left the blue on, getting from blue to pink is not going to be easy here. I mean, you have to drop it in, I think. Well, this really could go either way. This could win the match, or it could indeed lose it. Got to play this quite slowly to land them behind the pink. Very difficult shot indeed from John. Understand why he played it. John has not really left an easy shot to get. It was no fun, was it?
Well, a dramatic end to this crazy match. Crowd certainly getting involved now.
Now is there a gap between pink and black to get to the blue? Referee seems to think there might be. He's having a look through there. Yep. There's an argument that he could cut the blue across it and try and potentially pot it into the top left pocket here. But really, he must get priority on keeping it safe. And that's a better shot, actually. That is a good shot. Object ball safe is all he was thinking about. To be a big target, doesn't it? But there's also quite a gap between the two balls, would you believe it? There's a good, direction on the shot, but amazing how you can find the gap, isn't it? So, another chance. Very good. So he's one in front now. Now he's got a chance here. Obviously, he could be 7 in front on the black, which would be a big advantage. Could play the snooker. Let's ask for the cue ball to be cleaned. What does he do? Pink to the middle seems the obvious option, but if he could guarantee getting a difficult snooker behind the black, that would come into consideration as well. I'm not sure how he can get on the black. Might be able to run this in and just cannon the black into play. Generally speaking, he is an attacking player.
Just taking a little time out there, a sip of water to compose himself. These are big moments in the short career of Wan Sijun.
Is the cannon on? If he runs this into the middle pocket, does he cannon the black into play? That's what he's looking for. Can't avoid hitting the black. He's got to make his decision. He's got to be clear-minded here.
Just caught the near jaw.
But he's feeling it, isn't he? You can see that, how much it means to him. It wasn't natural. That was the problem. You could see that it wasn't the natural to play the black and leave it in open play. he could have really done with the pink going in. It gives him the extra ball, doesn't it? In that John would have needed the respot to win it. I mean, the one thing about snooker is everyone loves a really close finish. You get nervous even if you're neutral watching a frame like this. It's got good pace. That's really well played.
Yes, he's pretty much matched John Higgins in the safety stakes this afternoon. Higgins just marginally in front. Showed a lot of maturity.
Oh, this is not safe. Now, just that 1 point lead, it does mean more than you think here. He really could do with this going in. Playing on the black is one thing, but he must get the pot.
And then he'd be assured 2 bites of the cherry. Higgins would need the black to force a respot to decide the match. First things first, this pink's got to go in. No problem with the pink. Well, what a moment for 18-year-old Sijun. Just one pot away from one of the biggest wins of his fledgling professional career. And what a roller coaster this match has been. John Higgins can only sit and hope now for an error. He's done it. What a victory for 18-year-old Sijun. He knocks out the 2-times champion here in Germany, John Higgins, in the most dramatic fashion on the final black. A real seesaw battle.